We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Fucking hey. Dude, think about it. 3 shows in a week.
Wow.
If you trip, because let's see, we did the drink rap or think rap, whatever the fuck.
And then you had your Danielle show.
Yeah, Mike and Danielle. That show's doing pretty good so far, dude. Got some views. There's like 56 views on it so far, and I'm like, oh shit,
sweet man. That's all of our listeners combined times 10.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Shit.
Anyways, this is the fucking nothing sacred show. I am Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. I guess this is just us on our beautiful asses tonight.
Yes, it's the 8th of July, 2025.
Yep.
And we were supposed to do this on the 6th, but I spaced. I had a weird weekend, so neighbor passed away, and it was just kind of a weird situation. So yeah, man, it's so I kind of like spaced it and was like, oh shit. You know, by the way, that night, dude, I thought it was like earlier than I thought it was like 9:30 instead of 10:30 when I talked to you. I think it was like 10:30.
It was like 10:30.
But I literally like laid down and just passed out for like 4 hours. Like it was a weird I don't do that usually.
Because usually if I'm stressed out, man, I usually don't, because to me, if something like that happened, I don't know, I guess we all handle stress differently, but I wouldn't have been able to sleep.
Basically, but I knew, I think because I was dealing with it for so long, like the last couple of weeks I've been wondering about it, like, oh, did I make the right, because basically what happened, everybody, my person that I share some space with passed away. And they have their own residence, so it wasn't like I could do anything about it, but there was a whole thing involving it, and it kind of was drawn out, and I just found out. And I think what happened was I was like, I'm just gonna lay down. I think I was just exhausted, just kind of mentally needed to shut off my brain for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because I normally don't sleep for 3 or 4 hours straight. It just doesn't happen.
Like if you're in a nap, it's just maybe 20 minutes or something, right?
Or it's like an hour or something, but even at night, I don't sleep like 8 hours straight.
Oh,
I always wake up in the middle of the night. So this is like a weird, just kind of I don't know. It's just weird. I woke up and going, oh shit, I completely forgot. But anyway, we're here now.
Oh yeah.
And shit, man, it's fucking July. It's warm. I got air now though, so it's all good.
Oh, good.
You probably hear it. You might hear it. It's like
I can't hear anything.
That's good.
Which well, let's see. So I have a kind of a funny story that happened.
Okay.
As related to work. So my boss retired, and before she was retired, she said, I'm getting everybody gifts before I go. So she was like, what do you like to eat? Or what's a favorite restaurant of yours? And I was like, so I'm thinking about Raising Cane's, because I've been jonesing for some Raising Cane's for like a couple weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, Raising Cane's. And she was like, all right, well, let me see if I can find a gift certificate for Raising Cane's. So the last day that she was there, she said, okay, she goes, I couldn't find any gift certificates for Raising Cane's, but I found one for Chili's. So I'm sending that down to you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm so goddamn fixated on Raising Cane's. I was like, oh yeah, Raising Cane's. Oh, I'm gonna get my gift certificate, my Raising Cane's. So Monday morning I come in and she sent it down in her office. So I got it right away. And I'm like, oh, and my new assistant had just started. It was her first day. And so I'm like, hey, I was like, you want to go to lunch at Raising Cane's? I got a gift certificate for $25.
So you completely forgot. Yeah.
I totally spaced that it was a Chili's gift certificate. I thought it was Raising. I'm still thinking, oh yeah, Raising Cane's. Oh shit. So we go and
you show it to him.
Yeah. So I go in there. Well, actually, okay. It's a weird thing how this worked out, because we went to the one closer to the office. And when we pull up to that one, they had like cones and like caution tape and all that. I don't think they were finished building the place yet or something. I just looked them up online, and so it looked, there was no cars in the parking lot. So we're like, oh shit. So we said, all right, let's go to the one on Maryland Parkway. So we go to the one over on Maryland Parkway, and I walk in there and we order our food and everything. And so I say, hey, I got a gift certificate here. So I pull it out and I hand it to the guy, and he goes, you can't use this here, my man. And I was like, well, it's a gift certificate. He was like, not for us. And I was like, who's it for? And he goes, Chili's. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I remembered. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck. So I paid for the meal anyway. I was just like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll just get the meal. But anyway, it turned out cool because it was right down the street from the Clark County Library, which I needed to go there anyway to go speak with the branch manager because I emailed her about a week ago. She never got back to me. So I was like, you know what? Let's pop in there and see if we can catch her by chance, And sure enough, we did. She actually happened to be there. So it worked out, and I was able to talk to her and get her our thing and all that. So it was pretty cool. It actually turned into a cool outreach event.
That's funny though. You're like, what do you mean I can't use this here?
Yeah. He
Like,
thought I was trying to pull one over on him or something.
Yeah. And you're like, wait, it's chili. He's like, oh shit, I forgot it was because you couldn't see it. Oh, and you're just so fixated, even though they told you specifically.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I could have even pulled it out and had my assistant read it and be like, hey, this is Cane's, right? But I didn't even I'm like, oh yeah, or this is Chili's, right? Or whatever.
No, you're like, oh, I just can't wait to get food.
Yeah, all I could think about was Cane's. I'm like, oh, Cane's, man, Cane's.
Jesus, dude, that's funny, man.
So yeah, that was that. Shit, what else, dude? There was some other. Okay, so an HOA thing, dude.
Well, actually, no. Before we go on to that, so
okay,
I just this reminds me of that one time. Did I tell you about the time where we went to?
I think I know the story, dude.
when I was in California.
You thought you were at a Wendy's?
Yeah, the sign looked like a Wendy's, and it was actually what was it, Tommy's Burger or something like that. And it was like, and I walk in there, I go, "Can I get a Frosty?" And they go, "We don't got Frosties." I'm like, what do you mean you don't have Frosties here? And then I didn't realize it was Tommy's until I saw until I realized, oh, this is Tommy's. I'm like, oh man, yeah.
That's like the you be ill.
And I got mad too. I was like, God damn it, motherfucker! Yeah. Yeah, like you be ill, yeah.
Where he says you go into KFC and or what is it? You go into McDonald's and say, "Yo, is this Kentucky Fried?"
Yeah.
So
fucking stupid, man. But yeah, that's the same shit. But because I bet you were for a second like,
oh,
what do you mean? Like,
yeah,
mean?
I was a little bit indignant. I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like,
"Hey,
it's not for us." And he's like, "This is Chili. This is a Chili's gift certificate." I'm like, "Oh shit." So
then you felt like I'm a Gamma man.
Yeah, I'm feeling really dumb. Like,
hey, can I get my doobie?
Well, I already ordered the food, so I was just like, I'll just pay for it. That's cool.
But now you still have a $25 Chili gift card. So
I do. So we're gonna use that. I'll use that this weekend, man.
Yeah, man. So. You can go. So you still got it. So it's not like you lost anything. You just
exactly. Exactly.
You can go get yourself some chili baby back rib.
I guess I could do that. They used to have a guacamole burger that was pretty good. I wonder if they still got that. I'll have to look.
That's probably 20 years ago. So they used to have a guacamole.
It was fucking banging, dude. I used to love that shit.
You know what the craziest thing about that though, dude, about Chili's and all that is that the $25 will get you more food there than it would at McDonald's or another place like that. Or even at Cane's. Even at Cane's, probably. You could probably make more food at Chili's,
for $25, huh?
Yeah, than you could at Cane's.
I mean, I it's not going to cover the whole meal. I know that. But,
it could for yourself. You just got to fucking,
Well,
whatever.
if I went for myself, but I'm probably going to go with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll most likely. But we'll see how it goes.
Cool, man. So you have a HOA thing. Then you said you had something about like a personality thing you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I want to get, what did you want to hear first, man?
Whichever one, man.
All right. Well, the HOA thing, I guess, was kind of on my mind because you remember tomorrow night they were supposed to have a Zoom meeting and they were supposed to appoint me to the board and all this. So I texted Anthony today and I'm like, so, hey, dude, what's up? Did they send out the Zoom info yet?
Wait. This was the second meeting because there was supposed to be one on like last month. It didn't happen.
Right. On the 25th, I think. Yeah.
And now there's not one on this. So what happened this time? What was the excuse this time?
So this time he goes, well, tomorrow canceled the meeting for some reason. I don't know why. And I was just like, okay. So then I just said in the text, I was like, you know what, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I want to be on the board. Because at this point, I'm kind of thinking about what we were talking about, where you're like, dude, it's better you're probably not doing that shit anymore. And
so he didn't cancel it.
He didn't cancel. No, Tamara canceled it. He's the president. He's El Presidente.
Yeah, get away from that, dude. Just don't even deal with that, man.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. It's like, he doesn't seem to have any control of the board. He's supposed to as the president. And I'll say this, I'll make this bold ass statement. When PJ was president, shit like what's going on now wouldn't have happened.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Not. Because PJ was in control and was a control freak while
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what this dude is doing, man. Like, it's like, what is he doing? Like, what is? I mean, how does he has no idea when the meetings are? The meetings completely get canceled, and it was going to make the meeting. The reason why you were having the meeting was to make you a board member, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And then they just cancel it and say, "Oh no, we're not doing that." So now you'll never be a board member unless they want you to be. So they're not going to have a meeting until.
Well, he goes. That's when I set my thing and I said, hey, dude, I honestly, I don't think I really want to be on the board. I think this is just it, man. I'm kind of done with this. And he was like, no, man, we want you on the board. And I'm just like, nah. He goes, he said, hopefully we can appoint you on July 30th. Now I'm like thinking, hopefully, what you mean, hopefully? Like,
yeah, exactly. Why don't
Presidente?
It's because he, like I said, he doesn't have a sack, man.
He doesn't. He has no balls. Yep.
No, he doesn't have a sack, man.
I'll admit that he has no balls. And you know what, man? Honestly, and here's the way I would probably present it to him, because I still like him as a friend, man. So I would just say, hey, dude, our friendship's too valuable for the stupid HOA bullshit, man. I just like hanging out with you, but I don't want to have this mixed with HOA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially when you keep seeing this, it just makes you look at the guy and go, "Come on, man."
Yeah, you want to try to build, like, come on, dude, you got more power than you think. What the fuck?
I mean, it's not even, he has no power whatsoever. He doesn't even know what he's doing. It's like, it's almost like he's lying to everyone. Like, I'm just going through the motions. Like, I'm not doing anything. Oh yeah, like, what do you? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Well, that's it. You have no control over what happened at last meeting, where all of a sudden they just kind of voted somebody onto the board without your approval as the president.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude, you're like Joe Biden in there.
Seriously. Is that the newest? So now what? What's his name's on the board again?
Which guy?
You said there was a new guy. The guy that was
Richard.
He's the one that they just appointed without.
Oh, actually, he's the one that quit. The one that they appointed to the board. Yeah, his name's Kirk.
Yeah,
and he didn't even live on the property, and he quit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is some. And then that's when Anthony was like, yeah, man, we can get you back on the board, dude. Hey, I'm like, all right, man, so
yeah, now you're like, why? What's the point? I'm not gonna, I mean, all you're doing is getting just run over by this other dude. I mean, you don't even know what he was fucking, I mean, the whole 6 months thing I know that he wasn't even on the fucking, board or.
Right. That he was voted off as president, but yet he's still on the board. You're like, huh? How does this even make sense?
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think you're worse, because the thing is, here's a cool thing. It's the best of both worlds for us, because us here, that who's paying attention to this weird fucking thing, we still get to hear about it because you're still in contact with somebody involved.
Right.
But then you don't have to deal with that bullshit yourself,
True. I don't have to. It's kind of like I can watch it and tell you what I saw.
And like you said, it's kind of. I mean. Do you feel like it's kind of affecting your friendship a little bit? Like you're almost like, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's making me a little resentful. That's the thing that made me kind of go, you know what? I don't. Yeah. This isn't worth our friendship, man. Fuck this.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Because the thing is, when he gets run around, he runs you around. Like he's running you around. Basically.
Right. He's like he's pulling me around too.
We're gonna get this done on the 6th. Okay, so is the meeting tomorrow? No, it's gonna be on the 30th. Okay, no.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah. And like, so I made sure that I had no plans or anything to do that tomorrow night, just for that reason, to make time for the meeting. And yeah, dude, I'm done with it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, this is what maybe he doesn't understand yet, because he doesn't know the max. Like he doesn't know the stainless. Is that once you're in that mode,
I'm off.
You're done, man. You ain't going. You ain't gonna get. The more you try to put them back in, the more you're gonna resist and go, nope, I ain't doing it. You're gonna dig your fucking heels in. It's not. And if he tries to continue to push you.
Yeah, exactly. I would just that's just how I'm gonna present it to him. I'll probably talk to him more this weekend, because I think I'll probably go with him to Chili's. So that's when I'm just gonna say, hey, dude, I think it's best that I don't. I don't really want to be involved in this
Yeah,
shit.
I mean,
It's
why would you want to be in? I mean, it's just frustrating. It just makes you feel stupid.
yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
know?
I feel stupid because especially when you guys will ask me questions, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't really give a shit that much. You're kind of in it to do it, but then you give a shit enough, and then you start giving a shit, and then you're like, wait a second, why am I giving a shit when this is just making me mad?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's other people that live on property that are owners that he could, the guy who just bought Madeline's unit, he could go talk to him.
Absolutely.
There's a dude by the pool that I actually thought should be on the board anyway, who's named Matt. Matter of fact, I even suggested that one time when he was like chasing this crackhead bitch out of the complex.
Yeah.
So I was even like, damn, dude, we should get him on the board,
Yeah.
So yeah, I just I don't want to because he was like, yeah, we'll get you. Hopefully, we'll get you appointed on the 30th. I'm like, yeah, hopefully, fuck, dude, no.
And especially with the hopefully, like, why not? We'll get you appointed. But
Yeah.
even then, he said that before, and it didn't matter. So it doesn't matter what he says. He doesn't stick by anything he says. So
Well, yeah, and he just doesn't have any control over anything. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
And
He doesn't take control like he should. You
Yeah.
know,
he should be
so
going to somebody and saying, "Listen, this is going on. What the hell's?" And he should be able to go beyond Tamra. There's someone he should be able to talk to.
Tamara works for him, for us.
Yeah.
She's the property man. We tell her what we want. She doesn't tell us what we want.
Right.
So
Right. Well, except she does because he's in charge.
yeah,
And or actually PJ's still in charge, basically.
basically, yeah. PJ's running shit. It's like everybody's scared of him, including Anthony. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Like, what are you afraid of, bro?
Yeah.
You live in these. The whole thing is fucking stupid. You bought these goddamn places. They're yours. This whole idea of like, oh, we need to have this whole hierarchy thing. Like we're a fucking city, little mini. No.
You don't need
bullshit.
an association.
No,
it's
there should be somebody taking care of that place, and that should be what you pay for, and then you pay a flat fee, and they take care of it, and there's no bullshit because you don't do anything anywhere there. You haven't even had a meeting in fucking 3 months.
Yeah,
when's the last time you actually had a meeting to
April.
get anything done?
Since April was the last
fucking
time.
Ridiculous, and you're all just sitting on. Nothing's getting done in the goddamn complex. Nothing is getting done with anything. Nothing.
Right.
And those property management's like, hey, we don't have to pay anything. These fucking retards aren't doing anything. They're just sitting there. We can just.
We're just take their money.
Yeah, take their money. That's all they're doing. They're not doing anything for you.
No. And that's another thing too. They changed the gate code, which originally Anthony was against, but he was like, yeah, we gave in to PJ. I'm like, fucking.
When?
Oh, this was actually they did it yesterday was the day they changed it.
We gave in to PJ?
That's
He's
what he
not
said.
even on the board.
Well, apparently
What a cuck, man. This guy is not bright, bro. Fucking
Yeah,
tell him. I'm sorry, dude. He's fucking stupid.
he's too Oklahoma.
Fucking
You know what I'm
retard.
saying? Like-
and nothing
like
to do with
they-
Oklahoma, man. That's insulting old Oklahomans, man. He's
Well,
a fucking dumbass, dude.
True. Well, just in the sense
At least
of
he's acting like it. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck. Oh, well,
Yeah.
PJ, we gave in to PJ.
right. Like, all right. Well,
Did anybody who else wanted it? Did anybody else want to change or what?
I think they voted
or is he
that's-
bullshitting you and he probably voted for the fucking thing too and just didn't tell you.
maybe so.
Well, PJ, I want
just
to
put it on
change
PJ?
too.
He
Yeah.
just put, well, it's probably, I don't know. I don't know how that happened
Well,
because
I
I'm
mean,
not even on the list of, I don't get any emails anymore. So I don't know, what the fuck. So,
so what did he say before? Oh, we're going to change the, we're not, what did he tell you? Like, I
Well,
don't want to change.
back when I was on the board, I was very against changing the gate code. At the beginning of the new year, I was like, I don't think we should change the code. It's stupid. And plus I have to change it with all my with all my people. And he agreed. And so we voted not to change the gate code. So now all of a sudden, here it was. I get this thing in the email last Saturday, or no, the Saturday before, sorry. As of July 7th, we'll be changing the gate code. The new code is, and I'm just like, oh, God damn it. And I texted Anthony. I was like, so you gave into the gate code thing? And he was like, yeah, it was PJ. He got his way. And I was like, okay.
How does he even say this after everything has happened? How does this guy even say this after everything has happened?
Dude, he just
fucking retard. It's not being weak-minded. It's retarded. The guy is not that bright. Dude. Fucking, I don't know how he fucking got where he. But how do you not go? This guy has been a problem for 7 months. Oh, he got his way.
Right, exactly. Yeah, somebody who's a problem, you give him what he wants.
This is over a year at least.
Yeah. Yep.
At least, probably a year and a half now.
Yeah, yeah,
And he's like, Willie got his way. He's not on the board, you cuck.
yeah. He shouldn't. And but apparently, there's
See, the reason why
yeah,
this makes me mad is not because of him. He could be the nicest guy, all right? But the problem is he opened his fucking mouth and he talked shit. And he spouted off about how fucking awesome he was.
right,
Well, you
right.
know what? Eat a dick, fuckface, because you saw me and saw, oh, look at this guy, blindo, probably on Social Security, whatever the fuck, not, whatever. Looked at, I don't know what the fuck kind of assumption he made. I'm going to throw around my bullshit, and you're getting owned by a guy who isn't even on your fucking board, and you're talking, like I said, it's that. I know I'm going off again, but I just can't stand this kind of shit, man.
Well, but see, funny enough, you got to witness that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if I'm just sitting here telling you these stories and you never witnessed anything like that, then
No, I'd be like, well, okay, he's a, but now I'm like I'm spiteful because he came at me in a way,
right, it was personal now, you know.
and it's almost like, bitch, you might have got a degree, but you don't got a D. Get a fucking cock.
Right,
Attach it to yourself, you fucking whatever.
right.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah. So that's it, man. I kind of made that decision today, man. I'm like, all right, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. So yeah, I'm just kind of, and I'm gonna speak to him about that this weekend. I'm just gonna be like, look, dude, I really don't want to do this.
Yeah, man, I don't blame you, dude. It's
You know?
fucking it's ridiculous, dude. So yeah, man. So anyway, you had a thought. You had a thought you were talking to me about like when
realization.
we were kids earlier or something like that. Like something
Okay,
about
yeah, yeah. I'm thinking back to let's just say your writing days when you used to write like for hours upon hours, you know?
Yes, my writing days. Yes,
And one of your one of your
my writing days.
writing
Yeah.
days. So anyway, you were doing comparisons between with me, you, and my brother.
Yeah.
And the one that you'd said about me was interesting because it was that I'm too stuck in the present and don't think enough about the future. And I think that the other night, dude, when I couldn't sleep, I started to think about this, and I noticed, dude, when I think about the future, I get a little anxious, like I'm worried. You know, not that I don't know. I guess for me it's scary because I'm like, oh shit, it's the future. So, dude, I think I have a fear of the future in some way, and that's why I wish I could just like lock the present in and just keep things as they are all the time. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting thing because you also don't like the past.
Yeah, I don't want to go back
And
to the past.
you kind of don't want to go back, but you're also stuck, like you're stuck in your ways, which is the past, basically. It's kind of weird because
Ah,
you can't be stuck in the present because you're thinking about because you're stuck in because the present is just you doing the same thing you've been doing for
yeah,
and so that's your
for
past.
so many years. Yep.
So it's your past.
Well, the past. Don't forget.
Like you're like, oh, I don't want to like be when I'm like I was when I was 18 or 17, right?
Yeah, yeah, right. Like I don't want to go back there. You know, or I even have, I've had those nightmares before where, I'm my age now, sitting in my like high school class or something, going, the fuck am I doing here? Oh
Yeah.
shit, I can't be here.
But
You
here's an
know.
interesting question though. How far does it go back though? At what age do you feel like because you say you're like stuck in the present, but that means that you've been doing the same thing for years. So at what point is it when you got your job? Is that with like the stuck? Is it
I guess
after?
that's
Is it
that would be
after? Is it
probably
after fucking
after Shell, maybe
Yeah.
after like from say 2010 forward, you know. So but here's the crazy thing. There's even some parts in between there where I'm like, oh fuck, I wouldn't want to go like to 2012, where I was kind of going through some shit
Oh yeah, of
then,
course, of course.
or 2016, I think I was, when I was really heavy and dealing with the sleep apnea. So it's almost like I'm like, okay, this is just right. I like it just how things are now, where I go to my work, I come home, I go to the bar, and I just like it like it is. Like, don't touch it, don't move it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and but it's weird because that happens, and then 7 years away, 7 years from now, you're doing exactly the same thing.
so it becomes the past.
Yeah, so it becomes the past.
So in a way, yeah, I'm locked. It's kind of like those people that they stay stuck in a specific time zone and they don't seem to want to leave that. Maybe that's a lot of people,
Of course, you're comfortable, man. You like you're in your zone. You're doing you know exactly what to expect. You're not unhappy.
Right. Right.
So you're not, it's not like you're like unhappy and then you're stuck in the same place, because that could be a bad thing. Or at least you're happy and stuck in that place. You're like,
Well,
I
that's
don't
it.
want
I'm
to leave
happy
this
with
because I'm comfortable.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, my thing is like I'm, even thinking about, anything like, oh, I wonder how this is going to turn out, or
Yeah.
wonder, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to think about it. It's almost
So
like,
you just won't even think about, like, because it caused you to worry. But has it always been like that?
more so recently, I think.
Of course, yeah, because you're getting older and your nerves are shot, or at least a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
know, because we both know.
oh, from
Uh,
getting my drink on and
get your
stuff, I'm
drink
sure.
on and other things, yeah. So it's basically so that's that kind of it. And you go, oh, see, I used to be like that. Oh God, I used to be awful, dude. Everything used to make. I go to my improv class. Oh God, how's it going to be? Oh God, for a while it was just everything.
So,
And
even you had anxiety about the future for a while.
always.
Huh.
Oh God,
Well,
especially like the last. Oh God, especially with the family over the last couple of years. Oh man.
huh.
And what I realized is that I still have that anxiety, but
Hmm.
I also know that it's I've kind of used it now, and I also know I can deal with it. I can deal with anything that comes up. I'm not gonna
Right.
like if you like, I know you're thinking, like, if something happened with your job or something, you're like, oh, but you deal with it. You'd be fine. You don't
Probably.
think you would. No, you would. You'd be fine. What do you
Yeah.
mean, probably? What are you going to go into a fucking spiral and fucking,
Well,
you
no,
know?
but it's still like,
Maybe it's, of course, it's the unknown, and so
right.
you, so it's like anything else, But the problem with that is, are you happy really, or are you just going, oh, I'm kind of happy and content with this, and this is what I want, but are you
Actually,
really? I mean,
I am. This is, I like things to just continue the way they are.
yeah,
You know,
but if
if
you
I
do
wasn't
that.
happy, I would, I'm not, I'd be looking for something more, I would
But
think. Like,
you are, though, in a way. I mean, you're looking for a relationship, so you're
am
not
I?
happy in that way. I think so. I think if you, I think
If it came up,
yeah. But you said that, but then you kind of follow things. Like the last couple of years, it's not like you go, oh, I don't really. Then something happens and you snap at it, like a
yeah, well,
couple,
I mean, I see that, but like I said, that came across my path. I didn't go looking for it. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? It wasn't like I was out there searching and going, finally I found, it just happened on it. You know what I mean? Like, oh
yeah.
shit.
I guess what my point is that a lot of times you do that and you get in those things because it's safe, but there's things you could get um with, you have to take a couple, you just have to take risks sometimes. You got to step out sometimes. And I know myself, I don't do it a lot. Like, you don't have to do it all the time. Like, dude, you got to do it, fucking go. Like, fucking don't
Right.
think about
Live a
it.
little, bro.
No,
Something.
but there
Yeah.
are points where you got to be like, uh, you know, and you do, but and you don't think you do, but you do. But when you meet somebody that you think is cool, you jump in you go all in. You're like, you're like, I'm like, whoa, pull back, homie. It's like,
Right.
and you're like,
Right.
so you kind of jump in. So you are looking for something in that way. You're just telling yourself you're not, because because once, like I said, once it's there, you snap, bro. You're like the
Yeah.
fish. You're like the fish that's going, oh, I'm not hungry. And then all
Yeah.
of a
But
sudden, the
if something
fucking
comes in front of you,
a worm, and but you're all hungry. So you're not, but
right.
you're saying, oh, I'm fine. No, but you're not. You jump at, and then you latch on, like, this could be it. This could be it. This could be it. Instead of
Right.
going, if you really weren't, you wouldn't be doing that. You'd be like,
Hmm.
oh, well, this could be something. Oh, let's see what it is.
I
Oh,
guess. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, because I, like you said, I guess I do latch
I
on
guess
to.
the thing, yeah, you latch, but like I said, comfort breeds what's what I'm looking
Is it
for?
familiarity breeds something?
Familiarity, but it also it makes you make excuses in some ways for yourself. Like, oh, well, I'm perfectly fine here standing
Right.
on this rock. Look at all those people dancing in the river. Well, I am perfectly fine here without dancing in the river, like everyone. Oh,
Right.
well, yeah, but look at those fucking, oh my God, she's fucking the water, her feet in the water, I can hear them, but I'm perfectly fine here. No.
Well, it's not. I mean, like I said, I'm not actively.
No,
I know
I
some
know,
people that are
but
actively searching. It's like what they get out of one relationship and
oh,
they're into
of
something else.
course. No, but I guess my point is that you can, it's not even that you're doing anything wrong. It's not even that like there's a right way, but I'm saying there's a danger in that, and I've been there, where you get comfortable, and then you're kind of stuck, and then 8 years go by and you're like, well, I'm in the same fucking place I was 8 years ago. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess I'm happy.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah.
If you're happy, if you're good, I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess.
if you're not, now if you're complaining about your situation and
Yeah.
you don't like the way things are, but yet you won't do like my bro,
Yeah.
you
Or
know
like
what I'm
mine.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's like, well, dude, you got to do something here. You got to go somewhere. So, and I'm that guy. I mean, I'll admit I hate change. I'll go kicking and screaming, but I'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll protest for sure, but I still go. I'm not going to fight it. It's just what it is.
Well, but I think another danger with it is that you get stuck in the same ruts, and then you start emphasizing the same weaknesses and shit that you had.
Hmm.
Like the same shit you keep doing, you start doing it more, or you just get used to it, and then you think, oh, I'm not doing it anymore. It's exactly the same thing, but it's not. You know,
Interesting.
it's like, oh yeah, I choose to go. Like let's just I keep bringing it up, but yeah, I'll bring it up again. So you went to the bar 2 years ago or 5 years ago. It was 2 nights a week, and 3 nights a week, and then you're used to 3 nights a week. And oh, I'm happy with 3 nights a week, and then 4 nights a week, and you're like,
Right.
oh shit, now I'm at 4 nights a week. Well, out there, oh, I was at 2 nights a week. Now I'm at 4 nights a week. So that kind of shit creeps up on you.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this is not like a preach. This is like something I know myself. Like it happens to
That
me.
you
Like
you used to do this
same
shit.
thing. No, it happened now. Same thing with weed and with caffeine. Used to be
Oh,
I had
okay.
100 milligrams a day, and then I'm like, hey, I'd like 100. But what if I had one in the afternoon? I'll have another 100 milligrams of caffeine, and now I'm having 200 milligrams of caffeine a day.
It's
And
like
and now
so
I'm
that
used to 2 milligrams of caffeine. Now I'm like, well, I got why not having a soda after the 200 milligrams of caffeine?
actually, I'm
You know,
surprised you don't drink coffee. I would think that would be your.
I don't like coffee.
That's
I don't
interesting.
like I like the problem with coffee is that if I like it, it has to be like sweeter. That like it just has to be
Oh, I'm
fucking.
that guy for sure. I can't drink black
Oh
coffee. Oh
no,
God.
it's fucking
Ugh.
awful. No, and it's like a waste. But I like energy drinks and I like my caffeine, man. And I
Yeah.
like my weed. Same thing with the weed. I'm like, I can take 10 milligrams. Ooh, 20 milligrams ain't that bad.
Right.
You know.
Well, it's only once that it becomes
Yeah,
a
it's
second
what is that
time.
the frog in the boiling water? That whole
Right. They
that
don't
whole
realize that the
story.
temperature is increasing. You
Yeah,
know.
it's just the same
So
kind of thing. You get stuck and you think, oh well, my life's not changing. Nothing's really changing. You go, is it really?
right. And
Is it
then,
really always the same as it was before?
right. Like it wasn't like it was in 2017. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
when I first started going to the bar.
Or yeah, exactly. Or
One
even
night a
before.
week
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. Even before then, or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, and things change, obviously, but just kind of creeps up on you, that kind of shit, man.
Yeah. True. True that.
And that's why
But
I've kind of realized, man, it's the opposite is true though as well. Like I've been working out pretty much every day now, right?
right. Right.
And remember, you didn't work out. Now you work out every
Oh,
day, and if you don't work out, it's part
I
of your
feel
routine.
guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your routine kind of broke. You kind of don't feel as good either. Like
No. No.
like
Like I
physically,
feel
because
like a
you
pile of shit.
yeah, and
You
you're like,
know.
oh, like if you don't do it for a couple of days, like especially on the weekend or something, and you're like, oh man, you can feel it. Like me, and now I get up, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to work out today. I'm like, I just get to start and do it, and then I just
Yep.
do it,
Oh
and
yeah.
I just do it.
I have
And now
those times.
it's like, and now I can't imagine, and I'm almost to the point now. I'm the habit's so good now, so now it's part of my new routine. So good things can be done too. So it's
Sure.
not just bad things, but it's a matter of you figuring out and not and catching yourself in both.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Like, oh
okay.
shit, man, I average 3 or 4 nights a week or 2 nights a week. At least I'm averaging 5 nights a week of working out instead of 2 nights, or
Yeah.
whatever.
True. True.
I don't know.
So they could balance out in some ways, I guess. So
Yeah,
it
man.
just
But
depends.
it's funny though. You're right. You are a present. You are a now person and not a future or a past person. But
No.
I think more past, definitely more past person.
I mean, I'll reflect. I do a lot more reflecting on the past. As a matter of fact,
Because yeah.
I was texting with John tonight about songs at Camp Bloomfield.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess his wife is doing something about camp, and he was trying to find some of the old camp songs that we used to sing. So he was asking me, and then we were talking about kind of going down that rabbit hole of camp and
Mm-hmm.
how things have changed. And he was telling me that I'm like one of his only friends from childhood that he still sees, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. That's another weird thing, man. Like, how many people from your childhood do you still associate with?
Actually, I associate with a lot of them. Actually, if I think about it,
Do you really?
see, there's you.
Yeah.
There's the Ranger Dangers.
Yep. The both of that. Okay. Okay.
There's, I guess, childhood is if you want to think about Snapping Turtle. I mean, that's 93. That can be
Well, true. You were
that's
still a kid at camp. Yeah.
92, 93. So there's them. That's for me,
That's still, but you're not like one of these people that still hangs around with the same crew that they hung with in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like
well,
some people don't move on, man.
I don't think you need to move on. I mean, I think I do. I think I hang out with the same people. Yeah. I think I've got the same. I have lifelong friends. I have close friends. I don't have a lot of,
Yeah, and that's
like,
true. I have, and that's a good distinction there. Lifelong friends like you, and Big Jeff and Renaissy.
Hey, dude.
Hey, oh yeah, him. Yeah, still talk to him
Hey.
occasionally. Not as often, but I do.
No.
And even a dude, every once in a while he pops out of the woodwork. But
Man, he needs to come back and we need to hang out with that motherfucker, dude. He's probably got 8 kids now.
no, I think they still got the one kid.
Damn, dude, man, dude, he's just gone, man. He just left. I was like,
He disappeared, man. He disappeared.
I got a family now, dude. I guess I can't hang out with you anymore, dude.
No.
Can't even come over for a fucking slice of pizza on a Saturday night, dude. Not even.
Right. Or even, I've even offered to go over there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'll come to your house, man, and hang out with you guys, with you and your wife and your kid. And, I'm cool with that.
It's like, he doesn't want you a part of that. It's like, I don't want no.
I don't know what, that's weird. I must have
It's
been
kind of weird. Yeah.
It's a little bit strange, especially if you live in the same city. It's one thing if he moved, like with Scott, who moved to, I think he's living in Colorado now.
Yeah.
But, so I could see where I don't hear from him too often, because he's out of state. So, but for somebody like Mac Metro, man, he lives in the same city.
It's weird, man. Some people just, it's weird. Some people just get so focused on whatever they're doing, or that part of the life that is, I don't know. Does he hang out with anybody?
I don't think so. I don't know if
is his life those two people? That wouldn't surprise me.
It seems like it would be. It seems like that's his only thing now.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be at least something like that because he won't even hang out like with a person he like fucking lived with for 10 years,
right?
Or 5 years, whatever. So, and then came over pretty much every single weekend almost for like 10 years after he lived there.
Right, exactly. Was still hanging out here.
And all of a sudden, boom, boom, and now it's just like, like, hey, dude.
And then when I do hear from him, it's so random. It's just a random ass phone call at a strange, like 7 o'clock on a weeknight if I'm working out or something. Or that's what the last time he called me. That's what I was doing. I was on the treadmill, and I knew somebody had called me, and then I'd check, and it's like, hey, dude, what's going on? Just trying to check in with you, man. I'm like, oh, what's, so.
How about you just say, hey, man, can we get some dinner sometime?
Yeah, let's try to, exactly. Let's do some action, not just, I'm just trying to catch up, dude.
Yeah, or even just catch up by going out to dinner.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's have some action going. Let's, hey, dude, I was thinking, if you're not doing anything on Saturday, why don't you come over? Or, because like I said, I've offered to do that too. I don't have a problem going over there.
Maybe he's got one of those caretakers. Maybe he's got one of those wardens.
Oh, it's very possible.
Unfortunately, that could be a possibility too, and that wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, I've met her. I've met her a bunch of times, but I've never gotten a bad vibe from her. But maybe it's
it's weird though, man.
Doors.
Yeah, exactly, and it's weird though, man. Just like I said, people are weird. They just drift away, and shit just happens, man. So
yeah, it's just life, man.
It's part of that. It's like I said, thinking about the future, bruh.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like I said, anytime I'm thinking about the future, I'm kind of like,
do you plan anything? You don't really plan much, do you? Like you even hate that you even hate to plan like trips and shit like that.
Yeah, like thinking this is what we're gonna do. Blah, blah, blah. I let you do all that work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're like, I don't want to do any of that. Matter of fact, you even hate getting the you're just like, let's get it over with. Let's just get this thing now. I don't want to wait.
Oh, yeah, right. Like I just want to get the ticket, get it over with.
Get everything. So now you don't want to plan any of this shit. You're just like, I'm like, so what do you want to do? It's like, I don't care. You don't plan that much, do you?
I don't. I really don't.
I'm just
really like, don't. Whatever y'all want to do.
I know why you don't plan, because you get in the same routine, so you don't have to plan.
Right, exactly.
So
if I have to plan, it fucks me up because
you're like, okay, I've got two choices. I can go home or I can go to the runner. Those are my choices. Right. So those are the two choices I have tonight, every night. And then on I've got this night. I can fill that in with a friend once a week on a Thursday. Oh, Thursday nights are friend night. Now you prefer that? Like
Yeah.
you probably do the same night with your buddies, like Saturday or Tuesday or something like that or
Yeah,
whatever.
usually Saturday is my hanging out with like Anthony night or something
Yeah.
like that. Or, well, back in the days with Leopard, although she would just call me and it would be random,
Oh yeah, it would be
like,
all the time. It'd be
yeah, it would
whenever
just
she
be
needed
like,
someone to feel better about drinking with.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's what it was. Yeah. So
Oh
like it
yeah.
would just be a Monday night or what are you doing after work, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, I don't want to. I want to get drunk. I want a reason to instead of just being home doing it myself.
and that's the other thing, you talk about, how the old or the max, like when somebody, when I'm done with someone, I'm done with someone. Like I know I've had a few people recently say, "You heard from Leopard?" And I'm like, "Fuck no,"
No.
I'm
Have
good.
you? So have any texts at all from them or just
No, not at all. It's
good?
dead, so it's good, and which I'm happy about. I'm kind of glad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't want to have to fuck with any of that.
Yeah, man. It's over. It's over. That's part of the past, and you're a present person.
That's right. Yep. I'm in the present. If I could just lock it right here at this moment, I would.
Unfortunately, bro, life don't work like
I know, but it's
that.
just funny that I have a fear
Yep.
of or even talking about things. Like there's some projects they're talking to me about at work, and I'm a little bit hesitant to start those because I'm like, oh man, I don't know, dude. And but it's like shit. It's just a question of just going and doing it. Just
Yep.
get it. Like I used to be that way. In college too. Like I'd always, if I had a paper to write or something, I'm like, oh God, I got to write this fucking paper. But once I got going, I was
Yep.
fine.
It's always that. So that's the thing I've realized, dude. To start like I said, the working out thing or anything else, it's just like, oh man, I don't want. Like I've got to clean this fucking. I got to move. I'm getting my carpet replaced this week, so I got to
Oh,
move everything out of my apartment into
that's
the kitchen or into the closet. So I'm going.
that's an anxiety. That would be a total anxiety sandwich for me, dude.
Yeah, but once I started doing stuff today, I was like, oh, and then 2 hours passed and I got part of it done. I'm like, oh, I got part of it done today. Now tomorrow I'm gonna do the rest of it, and then
So what are you gonna do? Go to the Ranger Resort while
I
you?
don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just this Friday morning. It's just gonna be a half a day to a full day, so I got to get out of here early Friday. So I haven't figured it out yet. I'm kind of
Okay.
like it's kind of one of those things where I'm going, but I'm like, I don't know. It's just I'll just a couple hours. I'll go wander around somewhere,
Why
maybe
don't you
get some
go
breakfast.
go day drinking, man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go to the library or something like that,
Oh,
man.
there you go. Yeah.
Maybe try to get a new phone, but I don't have just like a free phone somewhere with changing my plan or something like that.
Oh,
Because
great.
my phone is dying. Phone sucks.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's been 6 years old now, so of course it's the Jimbotrons and the fucking corporate cons are going, yeah,
Of course.
we've got to like his phone's gotta not work as well now. He has to
Everything
buy
I
an
got
why
like an
hasn't he
obsolete.
bought a new one? He's supposed to buy one every year. 6 years is
See, that's
unacceptable.
that okay, that's another thing that pisses me off with technology, like where it's always got to like Facebook. All right, here's a bitch that I've been having with Facebook. So I tried to get into our Nothing Sacred page, and it's just like it says page has no links, like it won't fully load the page. So I'm stuck. So then I had to go through and like delete all my you know, what do you call it? Information, my browser information,
Yeah.
like all my cookies and all that shit. So it would log me out. So I'm able to get back into my Facebook. Because otherwise, dude, if I go to Facebook, it's just stuck. It just sits there. Like it was trying to get there and couldn't.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
almost constipated. That's because Zuckerkike's messing around with it all the time.
Well, it's also just because it's dying. No one gives a shit about Facebook anymore. Like
Oh,
I don't
that's
even know. I barely even go there anymore. So
interesting. Yeah, yeah. I guess I just use it mainly, like I said, for our shows, but I like to post our shows on our Nothing Sacred page. It's kind of cool to do, but I can't do that anymore. Well, until they change something again. Go, Dinky, will you shit in my hair and turn my tonsils into a toilet? Oh, let's change something. I feel I need to change something.
no, that's the new. That's gonna be get used to that, man. That's not gonna.
Dude.
It's gonna
Okay,
get even
yes.
worse.
For a guy who hates change, so that's my big gripe with technology. Like, well, leave it the fuck alone.
Yep.
That's another thing. I got to get a new computer soon because guess what? They're not going to support Windows 11 soon, Charlie.
Yeah.
So
Windows 11. You mean they're not? You mean
I
10?
mean, they're just Windows 10. I'm sorry, that's what I
Yeah.
meant. But it's going into Windows 11.
Well, you
Strictly.
don't have to get a. You can get a new one through that. You can use the upgrade. Should be able to upgrade your computer.
Just upgrade my machine.
Yeah, you don't have to buy another new machine. You should be able to upgrade
Oh,
that one.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then again, this one is kind of old, so
Yeah.
it's probably going to die soon anyway. So there wouldn't hurt to get a new
Well,
one.
shit, that can't be that old. You got one what? 5 years ago, son?
Actually, dude, I got this one in 2018. But if you remember, the hard drive took a shit in 2020. So Leo, my computer guy, came and put a new hard drive in it, and I've had it since this hard drive since 2020.
Yeah.
So it's good 6 years old now.
Yeah, that's about 5 years. It's about time. I mean, if you want a new one, I mean, you're gonna a new one might be a good idea.
I think so, dude. It's better than than getting. See, that's the other thing. I get worried about that too. Like, oh shit, what if my technology takes a shit on me?
Oh man. But see, that's so funny because 5 years ago you were like, or 10 years ago, I don't give a shit about any of this. And now it's like, what if my technology kicks out?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so dependent on that.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't say 10. I would say probably 20 years ago. I might have been a little. Well, I was. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't as into it, but I still was.
No, I'd say about right about probably 15 years ago. But
Yeah.
even then, you were still like, yeah, I could, but later, like, oh God, my computer.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah.
it'll be 2 days that it's out. It'll be like a day.
I'm fucking bouncing off the walls. Oh, yeah. Well, I've become very dependent on it. I'm not gonna on just everything, my phone, my computer, that kind of thing. So yeah, you're right. Things that I didn't really care about back then,
So you have look how much you've changed, and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I guess they were just kind of gradual changes that happened.
Yeah, gradual changes because you're like, oh, I'm doing the same thing that I was, and like, no, you're not, because you get lost. You don't realize it because it stealthily comes up, and you're like, oh, wait, I'm not doing the same things I used to do. You just get you're slowly getting that like I'm in my routine, but you've changed a lot in the last couple of years. Because a couple of years ago, like I said, even the phone thing was only a couple of years. Because you even have a phone that worked until a couple of years ago.
Oh, I did. I mean,
you couldn't do much on it. I mean,
it was I had a flip phone. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And now you could go back to a flip phone. Oh God! Oh
no!
The thought even made you go, "What?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh no!
Not change my ass, man. You just
it's just got to be on my terms. That's it.
or just got to be stealthy, so you don't even realize it. You're like, oh wait, yeah,
I got to hide it for myself. I got to hide the change for myself.
Exactly. That's how fucking crazy humans are, man. We all got to do that shit.
Yep. We're all on some weird shit. Well, fuck, man, that's all I got. I don't know if you got anything else.
Not really, man. I was, like I said, just been introspective about all this stuff, and just had a lot of death over the last couple of years. But the funny thing is, I haven't been happier than I am now in a lot of ways. So,
well, that's no question for that, dude. I can tell, just from 2023 versus now.
Oh, man.
So
it's like a night and day thing. Like I don't even feel like the same person anymore.
Right. So, now you probably look back on some of the things you used to do and go, what?
Oh, well, God, dude.
If it's any consolation, I do the same thing.
Yeah, 20 years of swirling around that loop. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not anymore. I'm free. And I'm basically going to be a board member at a community theater. So.
Hey, look, I get off a board, you get on one.
Yep, it's off board, on board. It's because we're both bored.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was more for my, just like, well, I should be involved. It's your community. It'd be good. But then I'm like, yeah.
It was you got it behind the curtain, and now you're like, fuck that shit, man. I don't want anything to do with it. So
yeah, well, it's the way things have changed too. That things just kind of went to shit. And I'm like, okay, now this sucks. So I don't want to be part of it anymore. Fuck it.
Yep, I am.
All right,
dude.
Building.
I will talk to you. I will.
We got to end it, man.
I'm ending. I don't want to end this. We can't end it. Never ending, man. It's changed, dude. I don't want to change.
Oh, I know.
Let's just keep doing this forever.
Let's just keep the headphones on and the mics go open.
Yeah, we won't even stop, man. I never ever again, man. Anyways, this is the 8th of July, 2025. This has been Nothing Sacred Show. I am Booze Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there.
are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.